Here's what my garden looked like this morning. Oh, we were so happy to see our perfect garden. And then something happened. Well, now the storm's right overhead and it's a massive hailstorm. That's just hail bouncing off the RV. Wow, we just had a very intense summer thunderstorm. Look at all the material that got shredded off of our trees. Our whole yard is just covered now with material from the pine trees and the oak trees. And let's see what it did to the garden. Well, everything's wet still. Look at all that hail that fell. Wow, I don't even know how such a big pile ended up on our deck like that. So if you want to know what extreme wind, rain, and hail will do to your garden, let's see. Not good, not good. Look at that. The hail just shredded the plants. Oh my God. And this pepper is also now leaning. Wow. It really just destroyed a lot of plants. The cannabis is leaning, still wet, and lower branches are bending pretty hard, might be broken. The sweet potatoes are obliterated. I mean, those plants are literally shredded by the hail. And man, what a sad day for all the work we put in. Look at all this. All that hail. Well, I'm gonna harvest that cabbage. Surprisingly enough, the tomatoes didn't fare that bad. It doesn't look like anyway. I mean, what the heck? That's from one of the oak trees way far away. So there was material flying. You can see the same kind of leaf damage, but the tomatoes, they look remarkably good for compared to the peppers. There's a couple of branches fell over that were standing kind of straight. I see some tomatoes fell down. Yeah, that plant's leaning over pretty hard. Looks like my maybe the water weight took this down too low or something. Rough day for our garden, man. Zucchini are extremely sad. Very, very sad zucchini. Roses aren't super happy either. Well, when you live in the mountains like we do, guess that can happen. We've never seen this before. Very intense storm. I think the tomatoes were somewhat protected by the house, and that's why they didn't get chewed up more. Well, we'll see how they recover. I'm a little worried about the sweet potatoes and the peppers for sure, but everything else looks like it'll pull through. The zucchini, I'm sure, will perk up by tomorrow, and we'll see what kind of permanent damage there is. The thing that didn't get really damaged, like you might not be surprised, is the brassicas, the broccolis, the cabbages and cauliflower. The real stout leaves held up a little better. They still got some damage, but they didn't get damaged like that. Look at that. That's the end of a vine too, so that not only gets rid of those two tomatoes, but it prevents this plant from proceeding. Now this plant's not gonna grow that vine any longer because that's the end of the vine. So, bummer.